Welcome
Good.
everybody to GoLocal Live. I'm Josh Fenton, CEO and co-founder. We're going to go jump right into an interview with James Monteiro. I like to say one of the biggest innovators in the city of Providence, maybe in the state of Rhode Island, creating innovative programs to connect people coming out of prison and reinvest in them as they join the rest of folks in their communities as they're coming out. James, how are you, sir?
Good. Great. Thanks for having me, Josh.
Absolutely. We've known each other for a long time. You've done some really remarkable things. You've had a remarkable life. You've had the toughest times, and now, good for you. You're having a tremendous amount of success in innovating new programs. Give an overview of what you're working on.
Right now, our main mission and our focus is to help currently and formerly incarcerated people finish the post-secondary education that they started behind prison walls once they're released. There's a huge disconnect between what happens inside the prison and what happens when somebody goes home, and we're just trying to bridge that gap between the services that are happening behind the walls to what's happening outside. We shouldn't wait for somebody to go to prison to try to access services. We should just try to help them when they're out so they don't commit more crime and go back to prison. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
You today announced you've received a $250,000 award
Yes.
from a major foundation down in Pennsylvania. Talk about where that money came from and what it's going to be used for.
It's the Clineal Foundation, and it's the Emerging Leaders Fund. I was nominated over a year ago by some people in Echo and Green and a couple of other people, and it's just been a year-long process to get to this point, which we're super happy about. The money is going to be used to really support the work that we're doing. We also recently got some funding from Ascendium, where we were able to kind of hire another case manager and build out our support team. And a lot of it is being spent on the cost for the student exams, the study materials, the books, and to help with transitional planning for when they're released.
James, your work is so critical, but maybe now more than ever, both from an equity standpoint, but also every job is changing. We're at a time in which AI is replacing accountants, in which jobs are being obliterated in restaurants and in hospitality. Can you make your program be cutting edge to be able to get people trained for the next job, the future of work?
The thing about it is, one of the areas that we're seeing people inside go into education the most is in social services, criminal justice, and business related. And it's no surprise because a lot of them are incarcerated for substance abuse issues. And this is a huge problem in this country as far as the opioid epidemic. And they have a thing called peer recovery coach specialist. Anchor Recovery Center is very good at this, and this is a job field that is highly welcoming for people who have criminal convictions, who have lived experience, who have gone through it, who have gotten their lives together. So a lot of them are going into this field. So technology is a difficult one, because when you speak about AI, it's because in prisons they have limited access to technology. So a lot of students aren't really accessing this, and we're noticing on the outside, we have to figure out a way to get them better prepared in regards to technology for when they come home.
What's your biggest challenge?
Excuse me?
I said, what's the biggest challenge
I
for
didn't
you?
catch that.
Your
The
biggest
biggest
challenge,
challenge right
yeah.
now is the culture that we're in. COVID has presented some really tough challenges for programs nationally, in regards to working inside the prison, because nobody has access. Not even attorneys are allowed. Well, in Rhode Island, attorneys just got access back to the prison system to meet with clients. And we've been over reliant inside prison, even in colleges on the outside. College programs are no longer you can no longer take classes on campus, so everything's online. And in prison, we've been over reliant on classroom style learning, whereas though there is no technology in prison. So most of the programs in prison have shut down. We've done more correspondence-based courses, but at the same time, it doesn't really take the place of that interpersonal connection and learning that happens. So that's been one of the biggest challenges that we faced, which hopefully, I mean, something will happen soon in regards to COVID and the challenges that we're facing, where so people can get back to work and provide the services at a high level that we would like to.
What are you most optimistic about?
Oh, well, look, you see my shirt. It says optimism. That's my shirt. uh, what am I most optimistic about? I've learned always to live with optimism. You never know what you're going through in the situation, where it's going to lead you. I always like this Steve Jobs quote: "You can't connect the dots going forward. You can only connect them by looking backwards. So you have to trust in something, your gut, karma, destiny, something that you're on the right path." And I know that the work that we're doing is good work. I know the work that we're doing is life changing. So we just continue to move forward, knowing that better days are ahead. So,
James Monteiro, one of the most innovative, thought-provoking, forward-thinking individuals in the state of Rhode Island. You've been to hell and back, and you're just driving the train forward. I want to thank you so much, congratulate you on the award of this $250,000 grant. I know it's going to make a huge difference in the state of Rhode Island. Please be safe,
yeah.
and we'll talk soon.
Thank you so much, Josh. Love GoLocal. Please give Kate my best. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Stay safe.
All right, you as well.